Mustafa Hamid and so in Senator Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, now Jumudo, Papa said that she didn't to a ban as a Ghana for it to me to a ban at the man to be a president or Mangani more, Senator this year or Mangana, no, Kasabe, and Kasabe, Yankasano, a bay, and one of Mangani, and no son, Papi, at you are so edited, and no sign to us, so Eka say, you for a time the China, no, and what not to say, Biaso into me, Cosi, I want to catch it, not to say, or Mangana soon to me, fan to my pie in friend, no son, Mustafa Hamid. So editor, my equity in some of our pay, actually to account for Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and so on.
Break the 8. Are you backing Dr. Bawumia? Why do you think that? Well, actually, my question should be, why do you think Dr. Bawumia would win? Because I know you are backing it.
You know that for a fact. Yeah. Well, yes. So, I back Dr. Bawumia. He's going to win the MPP primaries. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, yeah, it's done. I'm sure the others know. But of course, it's competition, so it's okay for them to show up.
How did Dr. Bawumia become so popular? How is it done? What happened? What did he do?
First of all, he's arguably the most active vice president we have had in this Fourth Republic. And I'm sure if you cast your mind back to from Kong Kensinaka, to Atta Mills, to John Mahama, to Aliu Mahama, to him, even to Emisa Atta, and etc., you would agree that this is the vice president who has been in the forefront of policy, okay, and who is not just a backseat president, but who is in the forefront of implementing stuff, okay. So, for example, for the first time in this Fourth Republic, we've heard of a delivery unit in the presidency, which sits in the bosom of the vice president, which sits in the office of the vice president. Professor Apiedu heads the delivery unit, where we are monitoring and ensuring that all our deliverables are executed. Are you following me? You know the various nicknames that he has taken, Mr. Digitalization and all of these things.
His ID card.
Exactly, and or interoperability. I first heard interoperability from him, and so on. Heads the economic management team. Has international respect in the economic community in the world. He is in the absolute confidence of the president. And this one, I say it not as speculation. You know, the president trusts his brain, his ability. And sometime I was talking about him with the president, and the president said, Mustafa, it's not even about that. I mean, I was talking about his acumen, and the president said, it's not about that. He's just a good human being. These are the president's words. He said, he's a good human being. That's who he is. And that's what you need a leader to be, a good human being. A human being who has passion, who has zeal, and who has compassion for the people. And that's what Dr. Bawumia has. I would be hard-pressed at getting any match for the kinds of qualities that he has inside this MPP. So, inside the MPP, he's going to win. Then when it comes to the national, that's an even easier job. Have you heard John Mahama articulate any serious policy position?
I've heard
I don't know. I haven't heard
President Mahama that question.
Absolutely. He has absolutely nothing to his name. I want to sound very respectful, but with the greatest of respect, he's quite empty. Okay? And where we are at a country, you don't need that hollowness, that shallowness. You need depth. You need deep thinking. You need somebody who knows the craft of government, okay, to be able to fashion out the kinds of programs that will transform this country. And those are the programs that, under the leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo and with the support of Dr. Bawumia, the MPP has put in place all the way for the transformation of this country. If we allow this country to go back into the hands of the NDC, what they always do after when we have put the country in a front pedal for 8 years, then they come and put it in a back pedal for another 8 years. This time, we are going to make sure, and that's what Brian Champong meant when he said that we will not hand over to the NDC. What he meant is that we are going to make sure that by the time we go to the election in 2024, Ghanaians have absolutely no doubt in their mind that Bawumia is the choice. When that clarity is there in everybody's mind, there's no way MPP is going to hand over to the NDC. No, because winning is going to be a matter of course. That is what I heard Brian Champong say in Abetifi, and that is what I am repeating on this plan. We are not going to hand over to them because we are going to win, and win fair and square based on the clarity and the vision that we have had in leading this country ever since the Fourth Republican politics. Show me one single policy, okay, that is in place in Ghana that is helping people and transforming lives that was initiated, okay, whether you are talking about LEAP, or you are talking about school feeding, or you are talking about capitation grants, or you are talking about national health insurance, or you are talking about mass transportation system, or you are talking about free SHS, or you are talking about one district, one factory. Not one. Every single policy of relevance and also of social significance in our country has been crafted and put in place by the MPP. So we are determined to position ourselves as the natural party of governance. And all over the world, there are parties that have positioned themselves like that, like the Liberal Democratic Party in Japan and etc., where the citizenry come to the conclusion that there are people who govern, and therefore these are the people for whom governance is fit. And then they would entrust us with that responsibility. And it is Bawumia who best encapsulates, okay, that can-do spirit. That when you see him, then you know that there is a vision and a focus for the forward movement of our country.
Wow. Break the 8. Are you backing Dr. Bawumia? Why do you think that? Well, actually, my question should be, why do you think Dr. Bawumia would win? Because I know you are backing it.
You know that for a fact. Yeah. Well, yes. So, I back Dr. Bawumia. He's going to win the MPP primaries. There's absolutely no doubt about it.
Are you sure about
that? Oh, yeah, it's done. I'm sure the others know. But of course, it's competition, so it's okay for them to show up.
How did Dr. Bawumia become so popular? How is it done? What happened? What did he do?
First of all, he's arguably the most active vice president we have had in this Fourth Republic. And I'm sure if you cast your mind back to from Nkonkensinaka to Atta Mills to John Mahama to Aliu Mahama to him, even to Emisa Atta and etc., you would agree that this is the vice president who has been in the forefront